medical care than in 2021. Because even with the uncertainty, they're not touching each other. Is that fair? Even with the uncertainty. But my question is this. They've been doing this for 22 years and we're saying this is a record high. Was there ever a year back where, Amelia's already nodding. What year back was the last spike before 2022?
2019 and 2014 are both
2019 and 2014 are both
33. Without the margin.
33% without the margin. So if you actually put you said 2019, is that correct, Elena? Okay, I'm just gonna put the 1 year. See how the intervals are overlapping now? Can we say with statistical certainty, that Amelia's already shaking her head no. Can we say with statistical certainty that it was higher in 2022 than it was in 2019? No, because it may have been higher back then. Remember, the sample was 33% back then. The sample was 33% back then, and the sample was 38% in 2022. So yes, 38% is bigger than 33, but we can't just use those numbers. The only way you could use that 38 and 33 is if you did what? Say that again, Ray. If we did a census. They did not do a census. They did a telephone survey, which has its own series of problems. It has its own series of problems, right? Telephone survey. If you see Gallup calling you, what are you going to do? You're probably going to ignore it, I would imagine. If I see a phone number I don't recognize, it doesn't get answered. I turn my ringer off. I never see my phone ring. I never hear my phone ring anyway. But even if we trusted their random sample, that 33 and 38%, we can't look at it by itself. We have to have the margins on it. And this tells us that we don't know for a fact. It could have been higher in 2019. Maybe 22's is on this end, and 2019's is up here. It may have gone down since 2019. Now, granted, it did change from 2020 to 2021. It was all over the place there. But if you look at all those sequential intervals, they're all going to overlap each other. This is the problem. And honestly, I have one person that I blame for all of this. There's literally one person I blame for all of this. Anybody know who that is? Freaking boomers. You know who that is, Brian? Anybody? He invented CNN.
It's fake news. We call it fake news.
Of course you do. Ted Turner gave us CNN in 1980 something or other because he decided that we needed 24-hour news. The problem with 24-hour news, there isn't 24 hours worth of news to report on. So you have to constantly create shit to put on to have people watch the news. And that's how you get stuff like this Gallup poll, where it finds a significant percentage that changed, but upon deeper analysis is shown to be absolutely meaningless. Isn't that? It's a little depressing. I blame Ted Turner. I blame Ted Turner for giving us CNN, which has created this entire problem for the past 4 decades. So it's not that it's fake. It's that it's stretching too far. It's reading into things too far. That's the problem with things like CNN. And I remember when it came out, I remember thinking, I'm like, one of my favorite things to do when I was young was put on the evening news from 7 to 8 and listen to Walter Cronkite. Walter Cronkite with his little mustache telling me about what happened that day. And you know what? An hour was enough. Because with an hour, you could actually get down to the meaningful things. Another flood in Haiti. More political unrest, and the Kensington section is still on fire. Yes! But 23 more hours? This is inevitable, unfortunately. Okay, you badasses. I'm going to send you home with another report similar to the one you just did. We're going to look at American support for marijuana from 1969 to 2023. You're going to go online, find this report. You're going to do kind of like we just did, where you have to dig into the article to find the survey methods. And you're going to analyze the comment, grassroots support for legalizing marijuana hits record 70%.
Sorry.
You're going to analyze whether or not that's actually a record. Thank you, my friends. That's all for today. Hey, I actually finished on time today. Check me out. Took me 4 friggin' weeks, finally got there.
use your staple.
Of course you may.
Curious if we're gonna go together.
All right, Hope, I'm gonna get this thing uploaded for you. Sorry about all the dead space in between. I don't have time to edit it. I hope you're having a good day.